Diddy's empire is collapsing, but now it's not just about him. It's about his own mother. What Kimora Lee just revealed might change everything you thought you knew about the Combs family, and it's a lot darker than anyone expected. It all started when Kimora broke her silence, publicly calling out Janice Combs, Diddy's mother. According to her, Janice wasn't just stepping in to help raise Diddy's daughters after Kim Porter's death. She was using them. Kimora claims Janice slowly pushed the twins, Jesse and Delilah, into a lifestyle that no teenager should be anywhere near. Parties with older men, environments way beyond their years, and all under the watch of someone who is supposed to protect them. The part that really stings? Diddy allegedly knew and stayed silent. Now, things are spiraling fast. With federal investigations looming over Diddy's head, his assets are in danger of being seized. If that happens, his children, including Jesse and Delilah, could lose everything. People close to them say the girls are already overwhelmed. They barely made it through their high school graduation. The thought of college? It's not even on the table anymore. What's more heartbreaking is that they could end up homeless if this legal storm takes everything down with it. But Kimora isn't backing down. These girls were like family to her long before this all exploded. She's been trying to honor the promise she made to Kim Porter, to watch over her children no matter what. And now that promise might mean going up against Janice Combs herself. Behind the smiles and courtroom appearances, insiders say the Combs family is falling apart. Jesse and Delilah have been showing up in public, flanked by siblings and relatives, presenting a united front. But sources say this whole image is a carefully crafted performance by Diddy's PR team. It's meant to send a message. We're strong. We're together. But the truth? The girls are cracking under pressure. During one recent testimony, a witness described in detail what allegedly happened at one of Diddy's so-called FOS gatherings. It was so graphic, so disturbing, that Jesse and Delilah reportedly had to leave the courtroom in tears. And let's not forget, these girls are only 18. They already lost their mother. Now they're being dragged through the ugliest side of their father's life. The more you dig, the more it becomes clear that Janice Combs might not be the sweet grandmother figure everyone assumed. After Kim's death, she stepped in to raise the girls. But unlike Kim, who was known for her warmth and grace, Janice allegedly pushed the girls into modeling and fashion deals they weren't ready for. She encouraged Christian, Diddy's son, to follow directly in his father's footsteps, even as the allegations against Diddy kept piling up. And it's not just recent behavior. The roots of this run deep. Diddy's own childhood was chaotic and traumatizing, and a lot of that traces back to Janice. His father, Melvin Combs, wasn't just a street hustler. He was a feared gang leader in Harlem. He was murdered in broad daylight, execution style. For years, Janice told Diddy his dad died in a car accident. But when he got older, he started asking questions. He found out the truth. His father was shot in the head, right there on Central Park West. Diddy later said that learning who his dad really was changed everything. It explained why strangers treated him with respect, why people on the streets feared the Combs name. It confirmed what he already suspected. He was the son of a gangster. But the trauma didn't stop there. After Melvin's death, Janice had to provide for the family. She worked as a teaching assistant. She drove a school bus. But at night, things got murky. Several sources claim Janice was involved in escort work and even brought clients into the family home. Some say young Diddy saw things no child should ever witness. That exposure, according to friends, changed him forever. It shaped how he viewed women, relationships, power, and it might explain a lot about what's coming out now. One of Diddy's childhood friends said that their home was wild growing up. Parties would happen constantly. He described walking into rooms where adults were, quote, doing things. And Janice? She wasn't just aware, she was hosting them. That same friend believes this environment may be why Diddy eventually found himself at the center of a federal investigation involving trafficking and disturbing behavior toward women, including his ex Cassie Ventura. It gets worse. In one resurfaced video, Diddy is seen kissing Janice on the lips. That clip shocked people not just because of the kiss, but because of the context. In the video, both Diddy and Janice are hooked up to IV bags. Diddy says they're recharging. Why is that so chilling? Because Cassie had once claimed Diddy forced her to take IV fluids after days-long freak-off sessions. Even more disturbing, Cassie revealed that Diddy had a fetish for white or French tip nails, saying it was a way to identify girls during those parties. In that clip with Janice, she's wearing, you guessed it, white nails. And it doesn't stop there. Christian and Justin, Diddy's sons, have also been named in lawsuits. Some of the claims echo the allegations made against Diddy himself. And now people are wondering, was Janice grooming her granddaughters too? Were Jesse and Delilah being prepared for something deeply inappropriate under the guise of glamour and family loyalty? Sources close to the girls say their breakdown in court wasn't just emotional, it was a trigger. They were finally connecting the dots, realizing that if Diddy hadn't been exposed, they might have ended up in the same horrifying situations as Cassie, and the thought that their own grandmother may have helped orchestrate it. That's a level of betrayal no teenager should ever have to process. But through all this, Kimora Lee has remained a steady presence. At Kim Porter's memorial, she called Kim her sister. Between them, they shared 8 kids, cousins by blood, family by choice. Kimora promised to be there for them, and she's kept that promise even when Diddy and Janice allegedly tried to shut her out. Reports say that after Kim's death, Janice and Diddy actively blocked Kimora from spending time with the twins. They didn't want her influence. Maybe they feared she'd start asking questions. Maybe they were worried the girls would too. Either way, Kimora didn't back down, but the retaliation came fast. She was reportedly harassed, threatened, and even forced to retreat from public life for a while. Then, just as she began to speak up again, posting cryptic warnings on Instagram, something terrifying happened. Her house caught fire while she and her kids were inside. The cause hasn't been confirmed, but the timing couldn't be ignored. Days after posting "As you sow, so shall you reap," flames engulfed her home. No one was hurt, but the message was clear. Stay silent, stay away, or else. People close to her believe it wasn't just a coincidence. They think it was a threat, a warning to stop defending Cassie, to stop speaking out against Diddy, to leave the past buried. And if that's true, it's not just alarming, it's criminal. But this isn't the first time Diddy's allegedly used fear to control people. In a 2004 interview, Kimora revealed that he once threatened her while she was pregnant. He later apologized publicly on his knees. But the damage was already done. Kimora also said Diddy copied everything her ex-husband, Russell Simmons, did. That statement didn't go unnoticed, especially since Russell himself has been accused of serious misconduct against women. Still, none of this has stopped Kimora from standing tall. As Diddy's world falls apart, she's doing everything she can to protect the kids left behind. But what happens next? Will Janice Combs face the same scrutiny as her son? Will Jesse and Delilah ever get the safety and healing they deserve? Or will this powerful family continue to silence the truth? Let us know what you think, and don't look away, because this story is far from over.